I want to say a very good morning, good afternoon, and of course to some of you, good night. I am George Onibi, and of course paying a very close attention to the change that we are going through as a people. And so this early morning from this part of the world, I'm just calling out my car people. I am calling out my Anyoma people entirely. I'm calling out the Ikwere people and every other ethnic groups in Rivers State. I'm calling out the Akwa Ibom people. I'm calling out the Ijaw people, the Urhobo, the Ishekiri. I'm calling out the entire people of the South region, geopolitical zone in Nigeria. You see, we are living in a time, in an era where good people, intelligent people, they will fail to speak up so that they will not offend the stupid ones among us. The point is, how long is it going to be? This is a clarion call for these people to stop living in other people's shadow. You see, there is one thing about age. Of course, we all know it's a number. But we grow into a particular age where we will become everything that we did not reject. And so sometimes when some restrictions are placed on age, it is not because what the 10-year-old boy can do that the 50-year man cannot do. And it is not because what the 50-year man can do that the 6-year-old child cannot do it. No, they can change. And so let's assume that from 1 to the age of 18 is that moment of change. It is important we pay attention to what you are changing into, because after the age of 18, it may be difficult for you to drop those characters, those traits of yours that may not help you achieve your goal in life. And as a result of this, it is imperative we begin to call our people not only to pay attention to the change that is taking place all around us, but to entirely move away from living in other people's shadow. Today, what is trending on the social media platform, it is a group of Nigerians claiming that all of us migrated from their place. But it's quite unfortunate. These people who are doing this have no history. And with the age of internet, the age of technology, it is obvious that it will be clear on everybody that these people do not have history. And so they have hit the social media platform to change the narratives. And so you see a group of Igbo people, Igbo Biafra people. We are eagerly waiting for them to declare Biafra come 2nd of December. But it did not stop that. Why they are looking for their Biafra? They are going from community to community. Even as I speak to you this very midnight, they are in different community, telling everybody, you are Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Igbo. Now you should ask yourself a question. Whoever you are, they call you sub-Igbo group. You are Asian. They are now telling you that there is a relationship between your father and their father. You are a Gala. They are now trying to mesmerize your brain. You are Idoma. You are a Kaman. You are a Nyoma man. But for how long are we going to live under the shadow of these people? And I'm very sure very soon they will tell you that Benin people migrated from Igbo. It's just that there is nothing about them that was showcased as far as the medieval map were concerned. The only thing they could lay claim on is Biafra. And this Biafra, they want to make everybody live under their shadow. I know you are not getting it. I ask you a simple question. How long are we going to live under other people's shadow? The Igbo Ohaneze Ndi Igbo have just amended their constitution. They are parading one Igbo man, say he's Ikwere man. But let's assume he's Ikwere man. Before now, what development, what good, what kindness, what is the project, what is that thing done by these almighty Igbo people for Ikwere people? But all they want is you to live under their shadow. Believe me, if the Ikwere people do not stand up and move away from other people's shadow and redefine a future for themselves, their next generation will be misplaced. It is not your love that drives these people. It is just another pattern to conquer you. It is applicable to my Eka people, to my Nyoma people. How long are we going to live under another people's shadow? What exactly do we have today that we can look back to and say, oh, our Igbo people did this for us? It is not their hatred that drives me. It's just that I know what they are planning and we will not allow it to happen in our time. As Agbo man, as a new chairman, Usimili man, look at that your community and tell me one thing your people can look back to and said, yes, we benefited it in a time like this. Yes, in a time like this, Igbo did this thing for us. In a time like this, I need you to check it since the creation of Nigeria. And then all of a sudden, they are everywhere in our community. They are telling you, you are Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Igbo. All because they want you to live under their shadow. You need to have sense. The only thing we have received from them is blame. The only thing we have received from them is that they use us and they dump us. Achuse is a testament to this truth. Chukwuma Zogo is a testament to this truth. All in their grave. And I, George Onibe, I am a testament to this truth. They use you. They demonize you. They destroy you. But they want to cajole you into who you are not. It is not going to stop with this one they are doing. They are just testing the water. They will go beyond that. But just like they wake up one day and start to plan how to recolonize us, that is the same way we have woke up in a time like this to call on you and say, stop living in other people's shadow. Everybody now have become a historian. They are telling you who is who and who is who. In the midst of this confusion, if you do not stand to protect your heritage, if you do not stand to defend your own people at the last outpost, your children will be misplaced. And now these are the things we should put our energy on. We need to build our community front. Building our community front is we need to control our economic space as a people. It is going to be a threat to them, what I'm telling you this morning. Because today, when you talk about agriculture, the Hausa have it. They control that economic space. If this Hausa Fulani remove their cow from Nigeria market, I am telling you that Nigerians may not be able to buy meat again. If this Hausa Fulani, this one will complain of farmer and herders crisis, decide to pull their cow from Nigeria market, I say 90% of Nigerians will not be able to get access to beef again. You will not eat meat again. Because they control that economic space. The Yorubas are into media. The Yorubas are into administration. The Yorubas have been able to access a lot of front to keep them unique as far as Nigeria is concerned. And if the Yoruba pull back from administration, if the Yorubas pull back from the media, we will live in a very dark age, believe me. This is not to undermine anybody. This is to secure their economic space. So no matter what you do, they are out there. The Igbos, on the other hand, and now make sure that all of us must buy from them. They said to us, they buy from us, they control everything. And what is the Ijaw man known for? What is the Agbo man known for? What is the Ogoni man known for? What are the South people known for? Okay, we are very good in militancy, fighting to get a fair share of what belongs to us. Oh, we are very good in running to diaspora just to make ends meet. But at the end of the day, we live in other people's shadow. But I know we've not been thinking in this direction. Whatever we have chosen to do, we are doing the right thing because we are sincere people. But it is time we begin to think beyond the borders. How do we secure our economic space? And then let me see how comprehensively I will be able to present this message to you. This is the time to redirect our youth. They must be good at something. If it is technology, this is the time for us to create a platform for our people. If it is farming, this is the time to put our weight on them. But every one of the next generation of our people must be properly informed, guided, because we are losing it all already. A lot of programs will be coming up because something that has taken over 50 years to 70 years to reprogram us the way we are. If we are able to correct this mindset in the next 50 years, and then we have learned very fast. I need you to take a look at it. Everybody now, everybody is Igbo, everybody is Igbo. This should send a signal, a very dangerous signal to all of you. The people of South. You will not blame anybody for the losses you may encounter in the coming years if you do not stand in a time like this. Let's go a little bit further by looking at our culture and heritage. Is it not amazing? What you know is indigenous to your people. And then you see one idiot like that will come on social media and say it belongs to them. And then you keep quiet. You choose to live under their shadow because they will bully you. Because they will tell you rubbish. You can see one of them is on the platform. His name is Jude Amobi. They are those expansionists. They do not sleep. And we will not sleep until we make sure that everything they are planning against our people is destroyed. I do not blame you. You just believe that there is somebody, one Igbo man. You just believe there is one Yoruba man. You just believe there is one Hausa man who will save you. Nobody will save you if you cannot save yourself. Like I was saying, somebody will wake up and tell you you are speaking their language. But they don't understand your language. How could it be their language? Because of similarity in our dialect does not make the language the same. It is a known fact in human history that every culture and tradition have learned in time past to borrow words from others, most especially the ones that they don't have name. And I'm sure you don't know what is called tomatoes in your language. All of us borrowed tomatoes. Yoruba call it tomato, Igbo call it tomato, Hausa call it tomato. Ijaw call it tomato. What is it called in your village? You're going to forge a name and give to me. If they are not indigenous, you borrow language. And somebody manufactured a car and said the name of the car is Benz. Everybody has to fall in suit to be able to communicate. And so we call it Benz. Remember, Benz is somebody's father's name. We all have to borrow it to be able to identify a specific automobile we are talking about. But these people won't let you see this thing. If you see my last post before this broadcast, there is a red cap worn by Nigerians across board. The Hausa people wear it. It's only the Yorubas I have not seen putting on that red cap. And so almost 99.9% of Nigerians, ethnic groups, they put on this cap. But then you have the Igbo Biafra. They tell you it's their cap. They tell you it's Igbo. In fact, it is on Google that it is Igbo chieftaincy cap. My people, if we lose ourselves, we cannot even be able to restore, control our economic space. If we lose ourselves, we will lose everything. In the coming days, there are a lot of things coming up. The project is wide, it's big. We're praying for God to give us the wisdom to be able to maneuver our way back on time. Because these Igbo Biafra people, they are not backing down. They will stop at nothing till they rubbish our work. The Royal South-South project is on. But of course, considering the fact that within the South-South region, you have over 500 different ethnic groups. And it's not going to be a tap in the shoulder. But this is just a way to begin to call all of you within the South-South region. And of course, to those of you in the middle belt, don't lose yourself to anyone. If you are Agbo, you are Agbo. And Agbo must preserve their heritage. And Agbo people must control their economic space. If you are Ikwiri, you are Ikwiri. And Ikwiri people must preserve their heritage. Ikwiri people must control their economic space. Have I talked about the religion aspect of it? Religion is actually your true identity. Your true identity is hidden in religion. But most of you don't pay attention to it, because the moment we go to that aspect, they're going to say, demonize it and make you look bad. And which time we talk about religion in this instance, it is talking about the moment of devotion. If you think there is no God, think again. There is God, but his name may not be God. But somebody told us he is God, and we believe he is the Almighty Creator, then he is God. He is the Almighty. He is the Creator. Some call him Karma. Some call him. We all know that somebody brought us here. We were not product of evolution. We could evolve. We were not product of coincidence. We were carefully crafted here. Somewhere along the line, the Creator permits us to be. If we do not have a moment for devotion, then we have lost it all. I need you to look at yourself, irrespective of the religion you belong to. You will notice that there is this insatiable need in the heart of man, seeking to worship something that is greater than them. That is religion. That is where you find out your people. And now today, what has happened? We don't even know who we are. It is religion that makes us change our name to the names we are answering today. Most of you will not know. Look at Nnamdi Kanu, as dumb as he is, though he's not the brain behind those projects of Biafra people. He knew that he needed to introduce religion into what he was doing. He called them Arabatarian, Yehudian, Asakatarian. But whatever the case may be, they try to infuse religion in what they are doing. Because if he gets hold of you, only God will set you free. And so we have lost it out. What is the religion of the South-South people? You can see we were very confused. What is the area we the South control economically? You can see we are missing in action. Where is our heritage, culture or tradition that has not been stolen by others? You will see there is none. But somewhere along the line, we are restricted to the very little space we occupy. Don't think you are Akwa Ibom man today that you are safe. Nigerian can divide you tomorrow politically and you will be separated. Look at what is happening to Agbo people. Each time I come around my brothers from Benin, Ebake people, under Ulionwa local government, and when they are talking, I'll be looking at them. Let me tell you something that happened. When I lost my mother some years back, over a decade now, and then we gathered the family people for my mother's burial. And then we were making arrangement on how to bury her. My family people in Benin, and of course if my brother, cousin is listening, his name is Agbogun. We were making plans on how to bury my mother. But everybody seems not to be on the same page. And this my brother, Agbo man, called Agbogun, he said to me, or rather to the family, that if this is the decision we want, let's go and do our data thing, that they will go and do their Benin thing. And I was like, wow, the creation of state has really separated us more than it would have united us. But for some reason, it has to be so. And so the Agbo in Benin now look as if they are now stranger to the Agbo in Delta. But if we do not have the strong link that keeps us together, they will divide us till we are no more. And I give it to the author of Igala. I give it to the Igala people. The Igala people did not lose their mind. Because before now, they've been able to set up an institution which even subconsciously keep them together. And that is why the Igala man in Benue State, the Igala man in Enugu State, the Igala man in Anambra State, the Igala man in Kogi State, the Igala man in Delta State, the Igala man in Edo State, they can be able to find their way back through the art of Igala. And this is because people understand what is at stake. And tomorrow, if there is a reconvention of indigenous people in Nigeria, Igala people will not lose their way. I know you don't understand what is coming. But the Doma people, for instance, on the other hand, may not be able to find their way back. Because there is a Doma in Kogi State, there is a Doma in Benue State, there is a Doma in Enugu State, there is a Doma people in Ebonyi State, there is a Doma people in Cross River State, the ones you call Eyala. But the difference and the difference between them as a result of neglecting who they are, it's so broad. Where are they going to start from? Where are they going to start from? And so each time you are divided, you lose what you are. And that is why these Igbo Biafra people are jumping everywhere, claiming everything. A people who barely have history. But I know you will not understand. If I do not call them out, they will pose as angel. Agbo people, ndị Agbo gonenten. No telemini raga nyokpuru gonenten. Ni enye gbache nkete unu aghọta n'ihe lalane. But of course, it's a very big project. We'll have to be speaking English because almost 50% of our children can't even speak our language. Because we sense not to admire, not to cherish what we have. And since you said they are valueless, they've been taken from you. But I think we have lived on other people's shadow long enough to find our way back home. I encourage you, if you are from Anyoma, most especially you are from Agbo, all you need to do is inbox me. It could be on TikTok, it could be on YouTube. It could be on this Facebook page. It could be on X, formerly called Twitter. Just emboss me. If we don't save ourselves, nobody will save us. And if we don't prepare to protect the next generation, and then consider that we are gone as a people. There are some natives that have disappeared, but not all of them were completely extinct. But they now live in the shadow of older people because they are too weak to fight back. They were uniquely made for a purpose on this earth, and that purpose has been forfeited. Let me bring it down a little bit so that you understand. In this life, we have people who are pathfinders. They know the way, they have solution to every problem. We can't recognize them anymore, but that is their purpose here on earth. We have people who are known as the seeker. And I tell you, everything they seek, they will find it. But they are still among us. Most seekers don't know that they are seekers. They can go on and on and on and tell you different kind of people. But that is not the purpose of this study. And each time we try to destroy a people, you never know who they are. And by the time you destroy them, whatever they were uniquely made to provide for this world, the world will be lacking it. If the world leaders understand this, there are many politics they are playing to the detriment of other ethnic groups, which eventually will bring the universe to a kneel. But these are knowledge too high for most of you to understand. But don't worry, we will guide all of you till you see the light. And then we will have to respect our space. The Igbo Biafra people will have to sincerely leave us alone. Do the right thing. Your present will begin to attract us. Your forceful taking over of rewriting our history, we know the danger. Your forceful taking over by changing of narrative, we know. You have been controlling our economic space. You have been the major influence of every problem we are facing. We have never complained. But you see, we have seen the end of this journey. And we know our children will not survive if we don't do what we are doing now. We beg you, Igbo Biafra, and you Igbo person that love human being, please, tell your people to leave us alone. Please. Igbo people, leave us alone. Igbo Biafra, leave us alone. You know everything you are doing. If you do not benefit, it cannot work. How was with you people in Biafra? I know how it ended. Not because I have done any wrong. Because I must be subservient. I must be under you. I must kneel before you. I must bow before you. And the problem now is that my knees are too stiff to kneel for you. And so he said that I move on. Or you have to break my nails. And I will not give you that privilege. This thing you are pushing, uniting in the Igbo, it is not in your place to do that. It is a shame. Ohaneze Ndigbo is even promoting this thing. Ikwere people are waiting for you. Come and celebrate Ohaneze Ndigbo in Ikwere land. Maybe you begin to understand what I'm telling you. And some of those things we allow you to be doing in our village, Eze Ndigbo, na ala ndị Agbo, it will stop very soon. Because Agbo people cannot celebrate Obi of Agbo in Igbo land. You people will not allow us to celebrate Obi Efezomo in Igbo land. You people will not allow us to celebrate Amanyana Agbo in Igbo land. You people stop it. We need to know where our problem is coming from. But of course, you are not of any concern to me. It is my people who want to see everything. That their life is good, everything is fine. But I do not blame you. If it is our responsibility to point you to the path, we will point you to the path. Let me go to the comment section before I bring the broadcast to an end. And like I said, I started by having Igbo Biafra here. His name Judu Amobi. He just insulted me. I would not have called Igbo people if Igbo people are not the one that is disorganizing our place. Igbo Biafra people. And then I see different Blackie. I greet you, good morning, different Blackie. And I see Kingsley Obaseki, say good morning. This is the problem I'm having with some set of people. They will go as far as saying you are answering their name. I don't just understand. They are just disgrace to their people. Yes, Kingsley. And this is not something we can toy with. Somebody wake up, I speak, he say I'm speaking Igbo. Igbo people call human being Mmadu. We don't call human being Mmadu. But we can interchange Mmadu with human being. What we call human being is Ehia. Ehia. And so I don't call human being Mmadu. But in most cases, when I'm communicating with my Igbo brother, I can say, Emanande Mmadu Onwetu Ashimi. And this is because I can understand them. They can't even understand me. And when I talk to my fellow Igbo person, I will say, Onwekandi hime. When the Igbo man say, Onwetu nde Mmadu Shimi, I will say, Onwekandi hime. What is the line? What is the difference between these two? But Onwekandi hime is Igbo. Somebody's not telling somebody the truth here. They will deceive our children who cannot hear our language. Thank you, Kingsley, for that insight there. And of course, that is the only few people. And I know all that you will come to this broadcast later on. If you are from the South, I have told you, there are a lot of people you need to emboss. They will add you up in the South forum. If you are Igbo trying to pretend to be South, we will fish you out. Because you are the reason why this project is delaying. All those your people you are sending. If we catch anyone among us, not that thing you people did in Anyoma Defense, in Anyoma People's Forum. If we catch you Igbo Biafra in any of our platform, you will wish you were never born. It's a promise. It's a promise. Emboss us. Let's organize our place. Let's mobilize our place. Let us fight together to protect our heritage. You know what it be heritage? It was handed over to us generation before our forefathers. It belongs to us. Let us preserve it for the sake of posterity. This is not the handwork of hate. This is facing reality in order to serve the next generation of our people. I'm George Onyibe, and I sign off from here. Do have a wonderful day ahead of you.